Call the meeting to order. First thing is approval of August 22nd. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second, but I forgot to read them, so.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Communications,
You
or
don't have,
additions to
you
the
don't have any
agenda?
additions?
No additions.
I don't have any.
Communications, I believe the signs are, put signs up on Flat Rock Road. How's
Yeah,
that
just
communication?
disappointing that they don't know what road they're working on. But when they start digging, they'll find out that there are multiple rocks instead of just one flat rock. There are flat rocks.
Flat Rock Road.
Well, it's Flat Rocks Road.
I know it is. But the sign says Flat Rock.
It does.
Okay. All right, the signs are up. Okay, so that should start. Equipment up there. Signs of work.
Yeah, no equipment yet. There's a telephone pole laying down. A new pole
Okay.
to go up.
Another communication was, I didn't hear from the lifeguards that the beach was quite a bit busier this summer, even though weather was a little bit cooler. They seemed to feel there was more activity up there this year, which was good. So the beach is now closed for the season, and we'll be looking into getting some estimates on replacing the docks up there because they're kind of old and falling apart and need renovation. Any other communications?
We had a letter from, I guess it was Documentary Forest about the trees. Well, we got copied on something that went to the tree warden.
Yeah,
Anything happened with that, or we're not there yet?
we're not there yet because tree warden went to Florida,
Oh.
so he's back. So and then we had 4th, whatever it is, Labor
Labor
Day.
Day.
So I assume once we.
So there's communication going on between
I
those
think
guys
so.
and
I
what
haven't,
trees
I
can
haven't
come
had a
down.
chance to talk to him, but I know we're getting our fall list together
Okay.
of trees to take down. Any other communications? Any public comments?
Gordon, I wanted to ask you about the gravel that was put down on the roads. I mean, I love the gravel on the road coming down to my house and Rick Stone's water company, but I thought it was going to be removed or swept up.
Oh, you mean the chip
It was
seal?
swept up everywhere else. Yeah, is that just stay down?
I'll talk to Jim. I thought all roads were getting swept also, but I don't know the answer to that.
I mean,
The sweeping
it
was
looks fine,
finished.
but I'm sort of just worried about what it's going to be like in the winter when they go to plow it.
Uh-huh.
It's sanding on the bottom.
It's what?
It's sanding from the bottom up.
It's good. Right.
No, because it's paved, so it's not really gravel that you're talking about, it's the chip seal.
The chips.
It's,
Right?
it's the stone they put down that they usually sweep up.
Right,
The stone is
That
still
just didn't
down.
get swept up. When everything else got swept up, that didn't happen.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, any other public comments? Let's see. First thing on the agenda then is the fuel bid. I assume we want to go in again with the Cornwall Fuel Oil Group.
We've had success the last
Yeah.
couple of years.
Yep. The only thing I remember from last year though was thinking that we did get that little surcharge that we had to pay up front.
Yep. they have a different option that might work better? And with all these hurricanes coming in, everything's going up now.
Right.
There's the three options, the float, the fixed, and the fixed with a cap. I think those are the three.
Float, capped, and fixed.
Right.
Or float with
They
cap.
call, yeah, they
and-
call
and
it
fixed.
floating price, capped floating price, and fixed, yeah.
Right. And the three, what were the three prices? The cap is
So the floating price is 32 cents above what they get at the dock.
Right.
The
And that-
capped price is,
2.25, no?
it's the same as the 32 over, however, the total price per gallon will never go over 2.05.
But,
Plus
But
a
then you have-
23-cent charge.
well, the 23 cents
of
is,
insurance. So your price would never be more than $227.9. Fixed price, you pay $2.05 the entire season without any surcharge,
205.
$2.05. And if you give them a credit card, it'll be 5 cents less at $1.99.
I wonder what the New Haven price is right now.
You probably don't want to know right now.
probably going up. I guess it's gonna go up. And the only thing last year, we had to, we were at the float price when we had to pay the 23 cents, so we, in fact, we paid 10% more than if we just capped.
Do we have the option of giving them a credit card, or the town doesn't have a credit card to give? Okay, so it's always $2.05.
How many
Why couldn't
gallons?
you do a withdrawal from your account, have a line drawn with your bank that way?
Because they just have a credit card on file. From what I've seen with the oil companies, if they have a credit card
Yeah,
on
but
company,
in your
then-
account, if you call them up, you negotiate, you're doing a deal with them.
They may not have the capacity to do that.
yeah, I don't know, I've never heard of anybody doing that.
Well, I would ask.
Okay, so I might ask Barbara what we experienced last year. Because I think we did pay the 23 cents right up front, boom.
Yeah, it was different last year. Didn't we pay a certain amount
We had to pay a certain amount just to
right
get
up
in.
front that we thought, like they thought you're going to use whatever, however many
Yeah,
gallons.
10,000 gallons.
Pay
So-
this much up front. And we
Right,
went
but
up.
that's their guarantee.
That's not an option this time, though.
Yeah, it is, it's the same thing. That's what
The
the
cap.
float with the cap is. You have to pay the guarantee up front. So that way if you beg off from them, you say, so what happens if we
I don't know. It
we
doesn't
buy-
talk about paying in advance on this one. It just looks like you're adding the 23
I don't
cents
know.
per
Well,
gallon.
that's
I remember last year we paid it up front.
correct.
If we don't use as many gallons as we anticipate, we say we're going to use 10,000 gallons. We pay the
Right.
23 cents a gallon on that.
Yeah,
Then we only use 9,000 gallons.
that's fine. That's at whatever price it is. But it sounds like the cap floating price includes
We'll never go over 205.
the actual cap floating price is 23 cents higher than if you just cap it flat, because you gotta pay the 23 cents to get the float.
$2 a gallon sounds cheap these days.
So I was going to say, like 205 a gallon fixed price.
So why don't we just go with that?
Doesn't sound bad
I mean,
based
that's
on the amount of hurricanes coming in.
Before Irma,
Pipelines that are closed down. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'd try that. I don't think we're not gonna get in too much trouble.
It's not going to go that much lower.
Yeah, I mean, it may go 10 or 20 cents lower at some point in time. In the middle, in the dead of winter.
Actually,
but you
when
have the
this,
fall
when
and
this
the
came
spring.
out, what's the date
to-
on this? Maybe the 15th? No, the 29th.
August 29th.
I did look up the New Haven harbor price at that moment on that day was like $159. So if they're 23 cents over that, that'd be like 185.
32.
Or 32 cents over?
Yeah.
So it was like 190 then. If I was reading if I was interpreting correctly
Right.
what I
That was
But-
before the
looking at.
hurricane.
Right. So it wasn't, maybe it was 149, I can't remember. There was a 10 or 20 cent difference between that and the cap at 205. And 205
Right,
sounds cheap.
right. You signed up today, which was then, it's 15, 20 cents less than fixed price. But that was then, this is now, so maybe. All right, so we have a general consensus then, we'll move ahead with the,
Yeah, I mean, the
fixed
amount that
price.
we budgeted for how many gallons of oil we use at 205 a gallon fits the
right,
bill?
yeah,
Okay.
right. And again, if we have to pay the 23 cents on top of the float, we're still.
No, we're not gonna.
But we shouldn't have to.
not
We're just gonna
pay-
go
we're not
fixed.
gonna take
Then
it.
you're done.
Yeah,
We're just gonna take the fixed.
fixed,
Fixed
Right.
price.
What we're saying
Option
is,
C,
we
right?
don't think oil's gonna go down.
Correct.
Yes.
That's
That's
what we're
right.
saying,
Yeah.
right? And that's,
Given
if you
how
thought it
it's
was gonna
going
go
this
down,
far.
you'd-
I don't see it going
Okay.
down this year. Like last year was kind of up in the air. There was no big hurricanes, things were,
calm.
we weren't really sure.
right.
All right, so I'll make the motion, we go with option C.
In a second.
And option C is the fixed 205 a gallon.
Right,
Correct.
Yeah.
For the entire season. So what's the entire season?
it's like,
When you sign it tomorrow
you know,
until
it's
next year?
basically
or
September to September,
September. Okay.
the heating season. Okay? So-
Never know.
Yeah, we'll find out. Okay, so, there's a second.
Yeah.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next, the West Cornwall water septic study. Steve McDonald, the engineer, came in today, dropped off a bunch of reports, and the board has those, and I would encourage us to join the study group when they meet at Ian's shop a week from today at 5 o'clock to go over the draft report. And that seems to be the next step in that process. It's quite interesting reading. Hard to get through it all in one sitting.
Looks like there's some nice maps though.
There is. Seems pretty confident in his recommendations. Okay, so anything else on that? State of Connecticut Finances have been keeping in touch with our friends in Hartford and our representatives. Apparently there's going to be some action next week, try to adopt a budget, get some votes, maybe. Word is the teacher pension local obligation, whatever it is resurrecting itself in some form. So we'll see if that is part of the final deal.
Or maybe-
Apparently there are people that want a sales tax, don't want a sales tax, and a bunch of other wrinkles that go into the mix.
Just
But-
trying to come up with a couple $2 billion.
Right. So anyway, so we'll stay tuned on that. Still a somewhat situation in flux on the state of Connecticut. Cornwall Volunteer Fire Department tanker. We are working on the punch list. There are some things that need to be fixed on the truck. The front suction and some alternate braking systems and small equipment, but I am working with the fire department to get the punch list accomplished.
Is this the new tanker?
This is the new tanker.
So they didn't order it already ready to go, what they wanted in it. They were gonna put it together after they had it?
Well, there were some things that were installed that weren't up to spec that have been discovered, so they're changing the braking system, hopefully.
Is it what
And
was
sucker-
ordered though, so it's under
What?
warranty? Was it what was
Yeah,
ordered, so it's
this-
under warranty, or?
We're bringing it up to what was specified.
But the company is paying
Right.
for it, that you ordered it from?
That's
We're
what
not
we're-
paying for it, right?
Correct. That's
Okay.
what we're
Well, that's
working on.
good.
Yeah, we're
Isn't
just
that
getting
fun when
adjusted.
those are discovered?
What?
Isn't that fun when those are discovered?
Yeah, I mean, as we know, the book is over there. It's a complicated business buying these.
The bid was like,
Yeah,
Very
and they try
big.
to sneak stuff out through it.
Yeah, or it's just,
It's cheaper.
a lot.
Oh, they'll never see that.
well,
Lot of
you
different
never
stuff.
know whether it's oversight on their part. You know, was it on purpose? Was it oversight? You know, was it incompetence? I mean, it's hard to tell in some of those things what it actually.
I don't know. People are pretty specific on what they order. Whether it's
Pretty much.
delivered as ordered or not is. I just went through months and months of working with dealerships, so I know what they try.
all right, so anyway, that's progressing.
That's good.
Tax refund, we got a tax refund. Okay. $9.66. Okay. Should be able to do that. So I'll make a motion that we grant the $9.66 tax refund,
Is it a motor vehicle issue?
motor vehicle overpayment
Yeah. Second.
as recommended by tax collector. Any discussion on all that? Okay, all in favor? Aye. Next, I drafted up a annual report. Barbara's trying to get the reports in earlier, so we're trying to set a good example by getting ours in first. And again, I think if we get it in next meeting, are we good? Still good, Joyce? I mean, do you,
She was hoping to have everybody by 15th.
okay?
Whether it happened.
There's things we did that I didn't include, just try to get the high points.
You're like 2 pages.
Yeah, right.
Tried to give
Nobody
everybody,
wants to read that.
Right. Well,
tried to give everybody credit for doing all the stuff they did. And,
So I just sent a quick email on a few things that I saw.
okay,
The bridge, a big project is replacing on Valley Road in November. A&J Construction replaced the structure, wasn't it down in a row?
yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Is it A&J paving?
That's right, that's what.
There is an A&J Construction too.
Right.
In Goshen, I think, right?
And there's AJ Town, who
Oh,
runs town, that's where the AJ came from.
Oh, Alan.
Yeah.
You know, something years and years or something. There's a typo.
yeah, under the leadership of John Lepore, we have the transfer station, so then it should be another paragraph where you talk about the beach.
Okay,
And Tammy Decker retired after many years of directing, which should be years. It's good. And then the Flat Rock Forest Fire. And then there should be another paragraph when you talk about the Henry O. Bukaya. And you wanted to do something with the 200th because it's not actually the 200th, but could you just say to celebrate the upcoming 200th anniversary?
In anticipation.
Because that's what they were doing anyway. That was their purpose, right? Was to anticipate the 200th
Right.
anniversary of it. But yeah, it's a condensed version.
When you see it down to about 6 lines.
I know, you're like,
wonder
wait,
what-
that's all
what
we
did we
did?
do all in here? I can read that 33
32 names.
okay, so
I mean,
we'll,
it's up to you guys if you want to add on the other stuff that we've done, the fire hydrants and roadways.
right, I thought
and
with the hydrant, I'd wait till next year when it actually gets in.
So it's all done.
Yeah,
I mean, the big things are being touched
That-
upon.
that
Flat
have
Rock,
actually been
the
done.
fire,
Right.
the bridge, the tanker.
Some of the other stuff is still.
Somebody leave, I mean, Tammy been here
Right.
15 years.
Yeah.
So, hello Roger. So then, why don't we'll redraft it and send it out, and then you guys can comment on a final thing, but as long as you're
Yeah, we can
generally
always swing in
content
and
with
sign, so.
right. Okay, so then we'll take it that way. Public comment? Public is here. Does the public,
One more person in the public that
one more
wasn't here
public.
at the beginning?
or does Roger want to make a bridge report? We
Well-
hear the sign is up.
Yeah, I'll just give you a quick update. I just thought I did that next door at the
Right.
wetland meeting, that the project is underway. Signs are up. Utility poles have been dropped off. They're going to be relocated. Stakes are in for the relocated poles. You'll see those, one's about 6 foot further back, is about 10 foot further back to be new anchors installed. On the 12th of September, the road will be closed. The contractor will then remove the existing bridge and prep the site for the installation of the new components, which will be delivered on the 19th of September.
Okay.
So 1 week later, the components will be delivered. We had a pre-assembly meeting on site with Contact's field coordinator. Brandon O'Brien. He's
He's Irish, is he?
a little bit.
A little bit more.
Well, we won't hold that against him.
That's fine. Good.
He's actually out of Virginia, but he goes all over the country, and even they're doing some in Europe now. There are a couple of these field consultants, so he was telling me that some of their adventures overseas are becoming quite popular. These
Be a long way to
precast
ship.
arches.
Be a long way to ship the components.
Well, they haven't fabricated there, of course, but
The design itself.
interesting that it's a very popular concept. I'm very pleased that we're doing this. I hope it comes out as good as I expect it to, and I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. So everything's on track. As you drive over the bridge right now, it may not look it, but the project is underway.
Yeah, especially after the storm.
Which side will the components be compiled on?
They'll be delivered to the Cornwall side, if you will. The top of Great Hollow Road comes out and intersects with Flat Rock Road. It's also called the Crooked S's. There's a cemetery up there.
Yeah.
So that's
Great
the
truck
trucks
will
will
turn
drive
around.
down toward the cemetery, then back down towards the bridge. The crane will be on the opposite side.
So
And the
they're coming
crane,
from the Litchfield side.
right.
Oh, okay. But the road is better on that side.
Well, it's also shorter.
And shorter.
So that's how we plan on approaching it. So just wanted to give you an update that things are happening. By the time you have your next meeting, the bridge will be in the process of being assembled.
Great.
And they have assured me that it will be less than 30 days that the bridge will be closed.
Thank God.
Well, that's what the contract, that's what
Right.
the contract
So
says.
the contract's 30 days, so they could go all of the 30 if they have to.
Right. But they're assuring me it'll be less than 30 days.
Cut down on the pizza budget to get it done quicker.
Any
Great.
questions that?
That all sounds good. Hopefully Irma will go off to the Atlantic somewhere and we won't have any problems. So,
Good.
but they're prepared if we do get a high water flow or whatever. It's just you let it go down because it's not a huge.
That's what I was explaining next door as far as what if in high water events and so
Right.
on. So the plan right now is to use a temporary cofferdam of sandbags to channelize the water into a 42-inch pipe. So the water will be into that 42-inch pipe. Should there be any reason for the water to go above that, we just let the water go above that. There won't be any pumping it, there won't be any changing. They'll just
Let it
stay in
die
the
now.
same water course.
Yep.
The nice thing is, we're not doing anything in the bottom of the brook, other than cleaning it, when we're done.
So the 42-inch pipe will just be right down the center of the
Right.
brook?
Mhm.
And
And then they will take the 42-inch pipe out at the end of the job, that's just
Right.
temporary.
they just channels the water so that they can work on either side with,
Right, working the dry relatively, so
Right.
the sandbags will, you know, conduct the water to the pipe and then through the pipe. But should it overtop, there's no need to worry about that. No need for pumps like we had to do at Valley Road, or that type of thing.
it was a different situation.
Right.
It was a different construction, a different design.
Exactly.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you, Roger, for
Great.
staying on top of it. Okay, any other public comments? Okay, we're into bills then. All bills. 3 days.
That's it, huh?
That's it, shortest ever.
Okay.
First time